What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cromey Zone. So as you can see, we have decided to do something outside just because it's a really nice day and I didn't really feel like recording a video inside as I'm going to be editing it all night inside. So as you can see in the title, and for today we have our first top 5 countdown video. Mainly because I really like countdown videos. They're really good to get bite-sized information, spruce up new ideas, and sometimes even make things click that should have seemed obvious before. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'm Luke, and I'm very happy to present to you our top 5 quarantine tips for staying fit. At number 5, we have the white stuff, aka sugar. Now this one does seem quite obvious, but I can guarantee you I've been seeing all of the bread stocks out. I've been seeing all of the sweets stalls completely swept. People are eating sugar like there's no tomorrow. It's actually like, you might not even think about it. You could just think, oh, I'm just going to stock up on this kind of stuff because it's what I eat when I'm bored and inside. And because we're bored and inside all the time, we're like, okay, let's eat some more sugar. Look out for it. See it and find it, because sugar will fuck you up. Like if you have a goal in fitness that's to like lose weight or to put on muscle or to just be mentally sound, sugar's such a bad idea, man. Like, I mean, sugar's great. It tastes good, right? And it's great on some things and it has some health benefits. But I can guarantee you're having way too much in those little snacks and it's going to completely fuck you up. Number 4 is keep it simple. Now this one caught me out at the start of this because it's really easy to think, okay, we've got so much more time now. That must mean we have so much more energy automatically, but not really. I think you do at the start. Well, I did at the start, but eventually it began to break down and I started to I started to push away from training again. And it was because I wasn't keeping it simple. Now you've probably seen me bragging about body basics now, because essentially I think body basics are the best way to kind of keep your brain in a nice and easy kind of loop of just exercising. You're just going through the motions. You've got running, jumping, pushing and pulling. That's just 4 movements or 4 types of movements, and that's just 4 exercises basically. So I basically just stick to those, and that really helps me keep fit because I can do it multiple times a day in multiple different combinations or variations, and it's really good. So guys, keep it simple. Number 3 is weigh yourself. I know this one seems like another obvious one, but honestly, like if you have to face yourself every morning, like if you're afraid of putting on weight during this whole thing, you look yourself in the mirror every single morning, and by the mirror I mean the scales, and you decide whether or not you're comfortable with that weight. If not, you're going to do something about it. Your brain is going to be more motivated. I don't want to be stuck in that rut. I'm going to keep going. That's kind of what I'm doing. I've weighed myself every single morning. You don't have to track it. You don't have to log it, but look at it and tell yourself, am I okay with that? Ask yourself that, you know? And if you're not happy with that, if you want to lose weight, then do the 5 tips. Avoid sugar. Stick to the basics. Do something simple. And weigh yourself. And then the next 2 are probably even more important. I'm trying to wait for the dog to stop barking, but you know what? I think it should be fine. Hopefully you can't hear him too much or her. But anyway, guys, number 2, what we got is make it convenient. So this comes in the form of nutrition and working out. So when it comes to exercise, like what we have here, you can probably see, so I've got like barbells, I've got pull-up bars, push-up bars, tricep dips. We've got everything set up over here. That's because it's been really sunny here and I've spent a lot of time outside, either reading, listening to audiobooks, working on assignments, or even just chilling out here and just, you know, sunbathing essentially. So what I've done there is I've just made it really, really easy for myself to just get a spur of inspiration or a moment of inspiration and just get up and start doing pull-ups, or get up and start doing push-ups and squats or deadlifts, anything like that, you know? And the same thing then for nutrition. So what you want to do is keep fruit around, keep vegetables around, make it really easy for you to just snack on these things. Because all it takes, like, we get little doses of inspiration like throughout the day. But what happens is usually we haven't set ourselves up in a way that we can act on that inspiration, and as a result, it falls apart and we end up not doing what we want to do. So make it convenient, allow yourself to be inspired, and allow yourself to act when you're inspired, because it'll make your life a whole lot better. And this one, guys, number 1, is actually arguably one of the biggest ones, and it is frequency over intensity, okay? In times like these, we're kind of forced to really kind of look at ourselves, and we're really forced to deal with ourselves instead of external factors. We're not doing stuff as much for other people to see. It's kind of more coming out from within us. So when you're upping the intensity, or you're creating something really intense and a really strict like workout routine, for example, it's you might find yourself pushing away from it a bit more, or not enjoying it as much, because simply it's too intense. You're not enjoying it. You're not really liking to do it. But a way to counter this then is the frequency. So you up the frequency, and I'll draw a little chart of how this works. Alright, so here's my chart. So basically what we have here is we have the frequency, which goes positive and positive. This isn't a negative. This is a mirrored chart. And then this is the intensity. So the intensity goes up, goes up. That's like, again, just mirrored. So I'll show you first with intensity, okay, right? So if we have a really intense workout that lasts for about an hour and a half, then we have this massive, like, just big burning of energy. Like, this is just a big catabolic zone, okay? So if you imagine, and catabolic is essentially when your body's burning energy, okay? And an anabolic would be when your body's using or storing energy, like building muscle or building fat, for example. Catabolic would be breaking down muscle or breaking down fat. So what we want to do, if you're trying to lose weight, is you want to spend most of the time, most of your day in that catabolic window, okay, right? And these guys here, these are the catabolic windows. So if you have one massive workout, for example, you have this really big catabolic window, but the issue with it is, it's very short. It doesn't last the whole day, okay? And whilst you would have burned a lot of calories and a lot of energy here, you still have this whole time, this whole rest of the day where you're anabolic and you're still storing that energy. Now, of course, there's more, oh no. So now, again, of course, there are a lot more variables that go into why you're being catabolic or why you're anabolic, like your diet, for example. The point is, when you're doing this, now you've used up a lot of your energy, and you don't actually have a lot of energy because you're not going to be bothered to work out for the rest of the day because you've done a massive workout, all your muscles are burnt out, yada, yada, yada. So basically what we're going to be doing is your body's going to be sitting there and it's going to be trying to repair itself, and you're just, going to be tired essentially, and you're not going to work out as much. So you're settling for a larger time in the anabolic window. Now this is a lot better, and it's really good for if you're training to put on muscle, for example, but they both change depending on what your situation is. I assume if you're in quarantine, you're afraid of putting on weight, this is the one that I think will do you better. You want frequency, so you want to really lower the intensity, make it a really simple workout, but make it something you can do throughout the day. For example, I have squats or lunges or something like that. Most of the stuff I do is just purely body weight. But the fact that I do it probably 3 to 5 times a day, whenever I'm either outside in my room or just find myself not doing much, it allows me to consistently burn energy a lot more of the time, which allows me to, not put on as much weight. I actually haven't even gained weight since we've gone into this quarantine. I've gone constantly shifting up and down a little bit between the same kilo or two. So this is kind of your answer for most people, I think, because it's not too hardcore and it's a lot easier to live by. The thing is with this, it's a habit. It's something you have to integrate into your lifestyle. It doesn't come easily. You can't just exercise constantly, Well, you can, but it feels a bit difficult to get into at the start. But over time, it'll become a habit, and I think it's one that you're going to want to start working on. So guys, avoid sugar, keep it simple, weigh yourself, make it convenient, and frequency over intensity. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you kind of like this top 5s kind of video. I thought I'd try it out a little bit. If you want to as well, leave us a like and leave a comment down below and tell us what you thought of it. I'd really love if you gave us a subscription as well. If you want to subscribe to us, that'll help us out a lot. We're almost hitting 100 subscribers now, so I'm really excited for that. That's going to be really fun. We'll do a workout for the 100 subscriber special as well, which is pretty awesome. But guys, thank you again so much for watching. This has been Luke from the Cromey Zone, and have a fantastic day. I almost forgot to say it. Stay fit, stay happy, stay healthy, guys.